to Ask the Patient Advocate podcast, where we will discuss all things related to navigating your health. I am Dr. Elena Borrelli, and I'm so excited to talk about such an important topic of private patient advocacy. Managing your health and navigating the healthcare system is challenging, but it's a lot better when we go through it together. Welcome back to a new episode of Ask the Patient Advocate podcast. Today we're talking about something that's evolving quickly, private patient advocacy. Healthcare is changing. It's becoming more specialized, more complex, and in many ways more overwhelming. And as that shift happens, so does the role of patient advocacy, specifically private patient advocacy. So today we're answering the question, what's new with private patient advocacy? And why has it become more important than ever? Joining me today is Christine, a member of our team. Hi, Christine. How's it going today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Borelli. You know what? I
Of
really
course.
love this episode because it's about private you advocate, you know?
Yes, me too.
So,
I think
yeah,
I think it kind of helps answer a lot of questions that you probably get over the phone or get emailed to us and stuff like that too. So,
exactly. Right. Yeah. So, let's start with this question. Why is private patient advocacy becoming more important in today's healthcare environment?
healthcare today often involves multiple specialists, advanced testing, complicated treatment plans, and a tremendous amount of information delivered in very short appointments. So even the most capable patients can feel overwhelmed trying to manage medical records, coordinate communication between providers, and interpret these complex medical languages all on their own. Private patient advocacy helps bridge those gaps. It doesn't replace your medical providers at all. It works alongside them. So it ensures that patients stay organized, understand their options, and move forward feeling informed instead of confused, and all while taking that burden off of the patients and the families so that they can optimize their time together and not be focused with all these other things.
Right. I absolutely agree. So, what's the difference between, a general patient advocate? So, those are from insurance, from the
Mhm.
hospital, and a private patient advocate. I think there's often confusion about this, right?
Yes.
Aren't all patient advocates the same? What do you think?
No. So that's one of the biggest misconceptions. So a patient advocate, or like the general term patient advocate, typically that's someone working for a hospital or an insurance company or a healthcare organization, and their role is often to help patients navigate that specific system, which is great, but it's not the same thing. So a private patient advocate works independently for the patient and the family specifically. That independence is really what's key. A private patient advocate isn't tied to a hospital or insurance company's rules, regulations, etc. Their sole focus is on the patient's goals, values, and best interests, and they offer a non biased support and opinion. And I think that's really important to understand because they don't have the same barriers as a general patient advocate. So this allows for fully personalized, unbiased support.
I love your answer, to be honest. So, what kind of support does a private patient advocate provide, and what are the key benefits of working with a private patient advocate?
So there are several core benefits. One-on-one personalized support, helping prepare for appointments and ask informed questions, coordinating care across multiple specialists or health systems, assistance with second opinions and specialty consultations, support through complex diagnosis, chronic illness, or medical crisis, ongoing guidance, not just during hospitalization. So, because private patient advocates are not limited again to one organization, they help patients see the bigger picture and explore all available options.
Right. It used to be that people associated advocacy mostly with hospital stays. And has that changed?
It absolutely has. Private patient advocacy now often begins long before a hospital admission and continues well after discharge. So, private patient advocates help organize medical records, review treatment plans, prepare for appointments, and coordinate communication between specialists. Some even assist with out of state care or complex second opinions, like we do. And telemedicine has expanded access, thankfully. So private patient advocates can now attend virtual appointments with patients, making support more accessible regardless of location. It's no longer a reactive approach, it's proactive.
Right. As medicine becomes more advanced, precision medicine, genetic testing, and rapidly changing treatments, why is experience so critical on this level?
Well, because complexity requires insight. So, an experienced private patient advocate understands how healthcare systems function, how providers communicate, and how to anticipate potential barriers before they become problems. Experience helps ensure that medical information is organized effectively, important questions aren't overlooked, time sensitive decisions are handled carefully, and that opportunities for better care aren't missed. So it's beyond logistics. Experienced private patient advocates understand the emotional side of healthcare. They recognize how overwhelming complex diagnosis can feel, and they provide steady, compassionate guidance. And that's huge.
Exactly, right. So let's talk specifically about Pathway. What sets Pathway patient advocates apart from all of the patient advocacy companies?
Yeah, another question that we talk about a lot. So at Pathway Patient Advocates, private patient advocacy is not just a service, it's a partnership. What makes us at Pathway different is the combination of professional expertise and personal understanding. And that's hard to find, especially on that level. We focus on building real relationships with patients and families. We take time to understand their goals, values, and concerns. And I think one of the first steps that we do is really building that trusting relationship, which is so important in any kind of relationship. This isn't one size fits all guidance. It's a really individualized support tailored to each person's journey, whether that means organizing complex medical records, preparing for critical conversations, or coordinating multiple providers. I mean, there's so many different aspects of what we do. But we enjoy that part of the job as much as our clients do because we really like building that personalized relationship and one on one support with them. The goal is really simple: helping patients move through healthcare with clarity, confidence, and reassurance. Getting there isn't always so simple, but our goal is always simple.
That's absolutely right. And I relate so much to that because I love talking to our clients and
Hmm.
their family, when
Yes,
we reach out to them and make sure that they're getting the right care, the right assistance, it's giving me that satisfaction of not just working, you know,
right, making a difference.
yeah, it's making a difference. So that's why I love, working here at Pathway Patient Advocates. So,
Oh, I love hearing that. It's fun. I mean, we work hard, but we have fun because we see outcomes, and we
right.
it can be very challenging, but it's also very satisfying to know that we are making a difference and helping our clients the
Exactly.
way they want us to.
Yeah. So, how is private patient advocacy bringing a more human approach, to healthcare?
So patients just don't want treatment. They want to feel heard, respected, and supported. And that's why we always talk about like quality of life, because everyone's quality of life is different. So everybody's treatment approach should be also considered differently. Healthcare systems can sometimes feel rushed or very impersonal. So private patient advocacy restores that partnership. It ensures someone is focused entirely on patient goals, values, and well being, not just test results or timelines. That human centered approach is one of the most meaningful developments in modern advocacy.
Right, I agree. So, if healthcare is becoming more complex, private patient advocacy is becoming more essential. Do you agree?
Absolutely. You don't have to manage medical decisions, appointments, and paperwork alone. At Pathway Patient Advocates, we believe no one should feel lost or unsupported in their healthcare journey. Private patient advocacy is about more than logistics. It's about having an experienced partner who listens, guides, and stands beside you when decisions feel overwhelming.
I love that. Well, for anyone looking for help for themselves or for their loved ones, there are so many ways to reach out to us. You can visit our website at pathwaypa.com.
Thank you, Christine. It's been a pleasure, as always. I hope this conversation helps our listeners feel more confident as they navigate their healthcare journeys. Have a great day. If you have a question for Ask the Patient Advocate, email advocate@pathwaypa.com. Managing your health and navigating the healthcare system is challenging, but it's a lot better when we go through it together.